try to give some people a sack at the end of the chat. What it do though? Hopefully everybody out there, the weather, this shit real up here. Hey, what's up? The weather is supposed to be like a blizzard or some type shit. Up northeastern as far as Michigan, you know what I mean, and Ohio, all of that. So you got people going crazy buying waters, and thank you. You got people buying waters, and same shit as people was buying waters and noodles for a tornado and soup and all type of shit. But I had to tap in with y'all right quick because everybody up here is, going chaos as far as the weather and shit. Like I told y'all, it's supposed to be going down tomorrow or to late tonight or whatever. So a lot of people out preparing themselves. But Try Game TV. If you don't know, we on Instagram under G Rio Benji, Facebook G Rio Benji. Hit that like button, tap in. You know what I mean? Check that merch out. You know what I mean? Like I say, we got phone cases and all, iPhones or whatever. But I was watching DJ Academic's interview with Fivio and I guess he trying to be a part of the algorithm and just drop it like fuck it. You know what I mean? He spoke on J.H.E. Ruger out of Chicago, and then now he spoke on 21 Savage. You know what I mean? Because 21 Savage and people from Atlanta call themselves creating the F the Streets movement. And then he said, well, he shouldn't have said it in that form. He should have said, let's save the streets. So you got certain people from Florida, all different states, they spoke their mind on their movement when they were saying F the streets. And y'all hit that like button. A lot of people didn't agree with their theory of saying F the streets because a lot of people feel like no matter what, the streets provide it. Yes, it come with snitching, backstabbing, killing, murder, you know what I mean, cutthroat behavior. But at the same time, a lot of people learn from the street. Some people learn how to drive from the street. Some people learn how to iron clothes. I don't, a lot of people, that's like school. The streets is school. You know what I mean? It's the experience. It's the how what you waking up, what you own every day. So a lot of people just didn't agree with saying fuck the streets as far as with 21 and all of them. So some people feel like, nah, the streets bred me and molded me into how to budget money and or how to, it gave me confidence when I didn't have it in my household. You know what I mean? So a lot of people didn't agree with that. You know what I mean? So Fivio Foreign, he added his little take on it as far as saying he went a little extra, calling 21 a pussy, all this extra stuff and all that, whatever. But he 35. You know what I mean? The last song I checked with him, it was with the little dude Malibu, the little white dude who's doing drill music. They got a lot of millions of views, but just because you get millions of views, that don't mean you eating off of it. You know what I mean? So I guess he trying to get in the algorithm, you know what I mean? And he's seeing now the thing is on the internet is to just jump head first out the window with no parachute and crash out. You feel me? So, but hey, however you got to go about it, however you want to be a part of the algorithm, you know what I mean? Be a part of it, but just know words don't go nowhere, especially once it hit the internet. So you just got to be able to stand on business wherever you at. You know what I mean? Because I mean, unless you just thinking local New York wise, but I know if you plan on traveling and going different places, just keep in mind what you said was on the internet. Everybody saw it. It ain't gonna go nowhere, even if you erased it. And just stand on business. You know what I mean? Because everybody don't take words kindly. Y'all hit that like button as far as where you could just say whatever and be disrespectful, and then they just brush it. You know what I mean? Some people, it don't work like that with them. You know what I mean? And it ain't even about who street, who not street, because I technically don't care who streeter. You know what I mean? Me personally, I feel like this. If you got legal money and it's a M or better and you worried about some politics or the street shit, then you the wrong person with that amount of money. There's other people who can use that money and be actually grateful for that money and chill, you know what I mean? Because y'all got the game fucked up where, you got guys like me and millions of other people just look at y'all as clowns because it's like who get legal money and go backwards. That's just unbelievable. You know what I mean? Like you mean to tell me you could go to a lot and just bring a 250,000 there, and you ain't even if they did say, well, we got to report it to the IRS. You ain't worried about nothing because why you tools, merch, you might do an appearance here and there, all type of shit. So you legal, you ain't worried versus us normal civilians. We go to a lot damn near with, you know what I mean, 12 racks or something, you know what I mean? You got to be a little on edge a little bit, you know what I mean? So we don't understand when you entertainers, rappers, movie stars, soccer players, NBA players, when we see y'all do clown shit. To us stoners and all that, like who smoke, observe, and kind of watch shit, don't just jump on the first thing you hear. Y'all look like clowns does because it's like how you don't know how to stay out of the way, you know what I mean? And it's just unbelievable the people who get the money, and people like me and my viewers should look at it like it's like seeing like the wrong people getting blessed. Me, I don't know. I'm not a hater. I've been getting money a long time. I done had it off and on. You feel me? So, um, but yeah, some people feel like what it do. My nigga hit that like button. But some people feel like dissing and trying to be a part of the algorithm is their way of gaining more notoriety. And sometimes it's cool, but sometimes it can backfire because, like I said, words don't go away once it hit the internet. You know what I mean? Once it hit the internet, is in the database, like this recording right here. I could erase it all day, but if some shit hit the fan and I said something that actually came true, like if I was crashing out on here, they gonna go back and dig this live up and be like, well, look at this part right here. You said that you was gonna, you know what I mean? Whoop de whoop, whoop de whoop, 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 whoop. So yeah, man. 21, he actually did a response, you know what I mean? And which is what he gonna do because, and I don't get it with these dudes. It's like, bro, they don't leak phone calls of you and Thug, you on a recording, you and Thug talking about um Ghana, you know what I mean? So it's like, if anything, you should want to stay off the phone, dog. Like they got records of all y'all, you know what I mean? So it's like if the phone should be the last thing you even talking on. Like if it ain't face to face or a doctor's appointment or about your kids or some shit or whatever, or a soccer game or some shit, you don't need to even be on the phone. They already exposed and show you that, bro, we tapping in on you, you feel me? So you don't need to be responding and trying to worry about what fivio foreign saying and trying to prove a point that, okay, when you come here, you got to see me type shit. You know what I mean? Because they itching right now. Any type of fake mob boss activity, or you run shit. We're already hearing you the leader of Slaughter Gang and all this other shit, 4L, and you connected with Young Nudie, PDE, and all this different shit. So it's like, why put that target on your back? You know what I mean? You ain't really from here, so you definitely know Trump and offer. They don't mind shipping niggas back where they from. You know what I mean? So I feel like the shit Favi on is just kind of like the shit that 6ix9ine be on. You know what I mean? Like, hey, you on the internet with it, you saying shit, just be prepared to stand on business because, like I said, it don't go nowhere once it hit the net. You can say all day, man, yeah, I got baptized, I jumped in the swimming pool and I came out and I'm different. Yeah, people don't care. You know what I mean? Stand on business and they gonna expose you if they catch you lacking. You know what I mean? But the point of all me saying is it can all be avoided if you just be on some currency type shit. Like you see how currency is and shit with certain dudes who stoners, they ain't got time for that shit. You know what I mean? Like they ain't got time. They on some laid back, getting money, blowing doja, living life, taking care of their kids, taking care of their kids and shit, and really bossing up. You know what I mean? They ain't got time to be going back and forth and worried about who said what on Twitter and all of this stuff. And so it is a crowd of people out there who you hear that don't get in shit. They know how to move. You know what I mean? Damn. They know how to move. You know what I mean? So I'd rather be that crowd. You know what I mean? But yeah, 21 Savage, Fivio Foreign. You know what I mean? Let's see what his land. Last time I was on here, I talked about Drewski. I'm still riding with him. You know what I mean? And I appreciate everybody who tapped in. Like I say, up here is supposed to be like a storm. So I hope y'all got your blunts and your everything you need. You know what I mean? That way you ain't got to go out and make power moves and all of that shit. So tap in with y'all tomorrow. Tribe Gang TV. Remember, you need a booster with life, anything, uh, any type of extra boostness, whether it's bedroom, whatever. You see that? But that's a tribalist effect. Testosterone booster, 2 capsules a day, 60 capsules in here, results in 7 days. You know what I mean? Tribe Gang TV. Tap in with y'all tomorrow. Salute. Go check out fivio 421. Thank y'all for hitting that like button. Tribe Gang TV. We out.